If you're planning a wedding, or you ever have planned one, you probably already know this. But you add the word wedding to anything, and the price goes way up. Throw in the words hand-beaded and Swarovski crystal, and you might have to throw out the honeymoon to afford it. So I'm making my own hand-beaded Swarovski crystal flowers for the wedding. There are plenty of other uses for these flowers. They're also the first step to my feather and flower Fascinator headband. Here's what you need. 3 circles of fabric, just a little bit bigger than you want the finished flower to be, a smaller circle of felt, a needle and thread, your crystals, hot glue, scissors, and a candle. Stack your 3 pieces of fabric, fold them in half, and cut like this. Unfold and fold them in half again the other way, making a similar cut. Okay, now take your candle and putting your fabric near it and just above the flame, hold it until it starts to singe and curl just a little bit, and slowly turn the fabric. You don't want to get too close or try to go too fast or you'll burn it. If you do burn it though, just trim the edge and try again. Now stack your 3 fabrics with the thickest one on the bottom and kind of line up the petals. Find your center and make a stitch about 1/4 inch across the center. Tie your stitch in the center of the back, and that will help add shape to your flower. Pull it tight so that it kind of gathers up the center just a little bit. Crisscross your first stitch with another one, just like it, across the center. You now have your basic flower shape. Thread your needle again and stick it right through the center of the flower. You don't even have to tie the end of your thread. Just leave a long enough piece on the back that you'll be able to tie it when you're finished. Just slide 1 bead on and make a stitch, and then bring your thread back up through the center again and add another bead. For all except for my really tiny flowers, I use 5 beads each. For the really large one, I used 5 large beads, and for the medium size, I used 5 smaller beads. Just use whatever looks pretty to you. Cut a wedge like a piece of pie out of your felt, just so it looks like this. With a drop of hot glue, attach the felt to the center of the back of your flower. Then with another small drop of hot glue, overlap your felt. This will help the flower hold its shape. Just using a little bit of hot glue, attach it all the way around the flower. Swarovski crystal, hand-beaded, perfect for a wedding. Your flower's finished. Now use it to make anything you want. If you'd like to make the flower and feather Fascinator headband I mentioned at the beginning of the video, watch part 2